All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Chicago Bears. Winner go. Off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Pick up. 180. Check. Walk 54. Hey, ball. Stop right there. Pick the edge. Go. Watch the edge.
They'll run on first down. It's Horton. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, alert.
Now it's Trubisky. He's got it. Complete. Mike Davis. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Trubisky. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. John Johnson with the INT. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
50. 180. 58 right there. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Watch the safety creep.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
180. Three buck.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. On that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
I'm coming 16. You run, baby.
A Shotgun snap for gone. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
First down, Rams.
Here goes tonight. 180. DC.
On first down, it's Gurley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the Bears' 17-yard line.
Tonight. 180. Hey, tight. Check for now.
On second and 11 now. Goff looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and it's third down. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Let's put that team on the clock.
From the gun, here's Goff. He can run for it, and he will. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down. And Zuerlein's kick is good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw
pressure comes and Trubisky goes down. Dante Fowler just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And the Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Slam.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committees from other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Nice little nifty play for them there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
180. Check 52. Red. Let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Check 50. Check 50. Big Ed.
To throw again on second down. Trubisky nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Hey, watch the slant. Fofo's the Mike. Mike Fofo.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. They got a man. It's Woods. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Goff on 1st down. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bears nothing.
I'm coming. Shift.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Gurley again here on 1st down. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's gone. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Safety's creeping. Check. Fresno.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off inside the 5.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure. Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
I can't believe they even 18. 24 is the mic. Good track.
Now Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hold on. Check.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Out of the gun. Gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Back to throw. Ball. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Hey, lift!
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Eddie Goldman. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now Goff. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that way.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Riley Ridley, 58 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 45 on second down, Goff. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
3
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run here with Henderson, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 9-yard touchdown run, and the Rams are going to jump back in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Here's Trubisky to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Bravo!
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now gone. He gets it to Cooks. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down. Check safety, check safety. Hey, kill. What? Twin.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this 2nd half. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Gurley. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
58 Mike.
From the 41, Goff. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Henderson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 41 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Check.
Now it's Trubisky. And the pressure gets to him again. Dante Fowler able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks.
They've got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crash. 30 seconds.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now it's Trubisky. He goes full extension, and he's got it. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Alert 3. Check 3. Alert.
Out of the gun, Trubisky completes it to Davis. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Trubisky will throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Abukum able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Samson Abukum getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Check 4. Jet bomber.
Gurley. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9. Gone. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Rams on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for goal. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
DC. Yes, sir. Hey, zoom.
A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Like 20. Mike 58, right there. Hey, check.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
180. 4 down. Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Henderson will try and run for the first. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
120. We won.
On first down, gone. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Bilal Nichols in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing on 3rd, gone. They'll find Everett there, complete. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by David Long. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Mike 20. Mike 58, right there. Let's go, defense. Man up.
They'll go back to Henderson on first down. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On second and 15 now. Gone. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Blue down.
From the gun, here's gone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Josh Reynolds there to make the grab. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Hold on. Check. Crunch. Kill.
Gone. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Trubisky to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Trubisky now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Lock in.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Samson Abukum. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Right, Alpha.
Now Trubisky. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
Hey, 18.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where I came from.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL.